you guys for being here. Thank you for having us. It's an absolute honor. What do you guys say? Let's put our hands together for Ellen, Daniel, and the entire 360 KINZA team. Put your hands together, guys. Give them a huge round of applause. Today we're going to be talking about why giving the keys to your ride to an absolute stranger is a recipe for taking a big fat L. I'm talking L7 weenie only. In this case, though, that fictional ride is your business. And the keys to your ride are the content that drives your business. And therefore, that stranger is a content creator. And just like a white van with candy, stranger danger, let's get the hell out of here, you guys. But Cody, creators are where it's at when it comes to making content. And you know what? I 100% completely agree with you guys. They are where it's at when it comes to creating content. And you need them. You need them. But you need them just for creating content. After all, they're not marketers. No. They are certainly not marketers, you guys. They are just simply people who can talk well on front of a camera and make cool-looking videos. That's all they are. However, the contradiction is this, you guys. That style of video that they do create is what's working. And we predict that it's going to be what's working for years to come, okay? So if that is the case, then it sounds like your ride's going to need a little bit of some goddamn insurance. Let's get you some insurance, baby. In this scenario, though, that insurance that we're talking about right now is a creative CRO system and strategy that will allow you guys, to create predictable, scalable, modular, direct response ads with those creators. So, here are the 3 reasons why you guys must absolutely have a creative CRO system, not just to allow your business to survive, but so you guys can thrive with your business. Number 1 is that creators just create, okay? They're not marketers. So how can you expect the performance of your guys' ads to actually drive your business if they're not being made by somebody who understands direct response principles? You do not want flat, non-scalable UGC ads, do you guys? No, absolutely not. So, if that then brings us to number 2. Number 2 is that creating content at scale, you guys, is incredibly difficult, all right? Now, where do you come up? Let's think about this. Where do you come up with the ideas, all of the people that you need? Where do you find all the people that you need to hire, okay? And can you actually even afford to hire all of these people to create the amount of content that is needed by the platforms today? Because we all know that it is a ton of content. And lastly, remember the good old days, you guys? Remember the good old days where you could just simply let an ad fucking run forever and it would just print money. Those were the good old days. You could make a very simple change. Maybe one line of the copy gets changed, and it's, again, scaling to the moon. Those were the good old days. Yes, they were. Now, wouldn't you guys love a system that would allow you to return to the good old days so you could constantly reuse your creatives and have predictable revenue? The answer is obviously less, you guys. So, if there's just one thing that you take away from today, because we are going to be moving extremely quickly, the one thing that you guys need to write down in your little notebooks is that you must maintain control of the process, you guys. You must maintain control of the process. And when you do, while there are so many great benefits that go along with it, the top 3 benefits that you guys will get is, number 1, first, being that you will be able to produce results consistently with little effort and a small team. For big results, you guys. Little effort, small team, big results. Doesn't sound much better than that. Number 2 is that you will have a cross-channel content strategy at your disposal. And therefore, you can effectively conquer all of the channels. You do not want all of your eggs in one basket like so many of us did with Facebook. It's tragic. And lastly, The last thing here is that you guys will be able to optimize your ads and scale your brand with lightning speed. I'm talking super duper fast. But Cody, how the hell do we do this? How do we even make this all possible? The way that you guys make this possible is by first, and this is by far the most important, it's by having modular design of your guys' ads. You will be able to create, reuse, and scale and optimize your ads in a way that will truly allow you to drive your business to the next level, okay? The next is by following a turnkey performance content system. And lastly, and this is by far the most important, it is by having and using cross-industry iteration in your guys' ad content creation process, okay? And what that means is that you're gonna be taking concepts from other industries and making them work for you. We're talking red ocean to blue ocean, okay? And when you do, yes, of course, we obviously save the very greatest benefit of them all. When you guys do all of these things, you will no longer be held hostage. You won't be handcuffed by flawed platform data. And everybody here knows that the platform data is absolute dog shit. So, look, you guys, I'm extremely passionate about helping great people like you turn your business absolutely into a money printing machine. I'm talking about true scale, baby, scale. And for us, content is our avenue. And we've built our entire business around helping great people like you turn clicks into conversions. And nothing is more important than sharing knowledge and doing whatever is possible to help you guys sell more product to your customers, make more money, and in turn provide a better life for your family and your team. Now, because anything is possible, you guys, anything is possible. Stay till the end, pay attention closely, and we'll be giving you guys literally everything that you need to take your brand to the next level, okay? This works for brands, this works for agencies, this works if you're an affiliate, all right? And this is a big and here, we'll even share with you guys how some of you can get this done using your own team with our exact processes. And, look at this, it's a bigger and we'll even share with you guys how some of a select few of you can get it all done for you with guaranteed results. Who's with me? Let's get into it. My name is Cody Iverson. This is Tyler Stevens, I'm a partner, and we have been in e-com since 2016. Between the partners and I, we have launched and sold multiple 7- and 8-figure brands, okay? I've been known to party here and there. Tyler's usually in bed sleeping by 8 p.m. Don't hit him up after then, he's not gonna answer, okay? Over the past 2 years, we have worked with nearly 200 brands, helping them take it to the next level, okay? We are the co-founders of VizCat Media. What is VizCat Media? VizCat Media is a direct response creative agency that helps brands scale aggressively on paid social. We do this for e-com brands, we do this for affiliates, we do this for affiliate networks, we do this for agencies, and we do this for Amazon brands. We do this for a lot of big brands, you guys. And these big brands have big spend. We're talking cash money, baby, and they're spending it like fucking wildfire, okay? And that's why what we're telling you and sharing with you guys today are the exact things that will help you be just like these big brands, okay? Now, we've seen it from both sides. We've had brands, we've had the agency. What we're sharing here works for anybody, no matter where you are, whether you're an affiliate, you're an agency, or you're a brand. We've done it alongside, and we've done it ourselves, okay, you guys? So pay attention closely here, because what you're getting today will give you results tomorrow. But today, you guys, our content, specifically the UGC creator-made content, is absolutely fucking flatlined, dead, flat, lifeless. Zero performance, you guys. And even worse yet, the market, recession this, recession that, we all hear it coming. The market, the performance of our content, and most specifically the systems that we use to create our content are in absolute fucking chaos. It's terrible. And unlike this guy's twisted perception of reality, shit is not fucking fine, you guys. So let's get the fuck out of here and let's go to somewhere else. Somewhere else, you guys, that is in a state of control. And in this state of control, you'll be able to create and use systems for your content to drive your business to the next level. In such a way, you guys, that when we get to this place, we're gonna have so much content converting at such a high level that you would think that there's such a thing as an actual money tree. Yes, Cody, but how do we get said money tree? The way that we get to this money tree, you guys, is through a simple 3-step process that we're gonna be sharing with you guys here today. Now, we've only got 25 minutes, so we're only gonna be talking about the super high-level tactical steps that have taken us years to perfect, and for that, I'm gonna kick it over to Tyler.
You guys hear me? Cool. Awesome. So my name's Tyler. I'm the co-founder and CCO here at VizCap. I am incredibly excited to speak to you guys today on a little bit of content. So if you guys are anything like us, we've made tons of crappy ads, tons of ads that have failed in the past 6 years, tons of ads that have been complete, utter dumpster fires. And most importantly, we made tons of mistakes in the way that we create content from both an operations and a system standpoint. So what we're gonna discuss today is what we've learned over the past 6 years of making performance creative. And we've broken this process down into three simple steps. Step 1 is ideation, coming up with those killer ideas. Step 2 is actually putting the ideas together, which is building. And then step 3, my favorite, which is iteration, building back better with Creative CRO. And we can't go as deep into all these subjects as we'd like, so what we're gonna do here is take the most discussed topics from other events and conversations that we had with people here, and we're gonna focus on some high-level tactics that a lot of you guys probably aren't using yet. So let's kick it off with ideation. So we break ideation down into 3 pieces here. First is learning, then foundation, and then building, or visualization, sorry. So this is a simplified version of our ideation flowchart here. We're not gonna cover all of it. We're just gonna focus on the 2 pieces that are the most impactful. The first being DR principles, direct response principles. So this is the way I see it. We can really predict the future based off of past events. So let's do it with direct response advertising. If we look back at the beginning, it started with print, where you could see, radio, where you could hear, then TV, where you could see and hear. And then now we're in this new realm where you could see and hear in the palm of your hand pretty much wherever we go. So what has changed in the past 40 years when it comes to direct response advertising? The core psychological desires of why people buy have not changed. They have not changed at all, and they probably will never change. But the thing that has changed is the medium of communication. And that new medium is UGC, direct response designed UGC content. So you're probably wondering, what are some direct response principles? And here are a few. We got intensification, forces a mass desire, elevate core desires, learned wants, authority. And you're probably asking yourself also, does this stuff actually work? And I think we all know it does work. We've all seen it work in the past, growing up, seeing infomercials on TV or print ads in newspapers. But in the past year, things have changed a lot. iOS 14 has wiped out a lot of brands, and we have all felt it. And TikTok has gotten to be a much bigger platform. And I hear it all the time. What do you guys hear it too? Make TikToks, not ads? And I really want to rip my hair out when I hear it, every single time. We need to make videos that look native to TikTok in TikTok's medium. But at the end of the day, we need to create direct response design ads that are made for paid advertising. We come into a lot of brands and see $3,000 to $5,000 of ad spend behind like a single creative. And a lot of the time, these ads are organic pieces of content, heavily branded, pretty-looking ads, or UGC content with just no structure at all. So this is what we do. We come in and we design direct response design UGC ads, and we're able to get 50, 100K, 150K, even 250, 300K ad spend behind a single creative. And you guys are probably wondering why we judge it by volume or amount of ad spend. Typically, ads die out very quickly. Ad fatigue is something that is happening a lot now. So I'll show this video.
When I first got into jewelry, I was rocking chains that actually used to rust and turn my neck green. A girl pointed it out one time and I was super embarrassed. After that, I had to trash all my chains. That's when I discovered Shop GLD. I trust their materials because some of my favorite artists and athletes are wearing GLD too. You can really see and feel the premium quality, but it doesn't cost a month's salary to buy each piece. Now I'm proud to show off my jewelry because I have amazing pieces to go with every outfit. Every time I've gone out recently, I've definitely been catching some eyes. So set the trend and ice up with GLD.
Cool. So what did you guys see in this video when it came to direct response principles? First was forces a mass desire when he's mentioning his neck turning green. Elevate core desires when he's embarrassed because a girl mentioned his neck was green. And then authority when he was mentioning Wiz and his favorites artists and athletes. These little things can add a lot. And there's a lot more behind this as well. If you guys want to learn more, let me know. We can chat. Last is iteration here, or the last part, ideation, cross-industry iteration. So Cody touched on a little bit, but cross-industry iteration is basically taking trends, frameworks, ideas, concepts, top-performing ads from a red ocean industry and moving them into a blue ocean industry. So saturated to unsaturated. So the first step here is to brainstorm industries that your brand's avatar is present in, adjacent industries, totally different industries. And there's really no limit here, and I really challenge you guys to think outside the box. An example of this is taking top-performing ads from a baby product company and applying them to a meal delivery company, because both are targeting busy stay-at-home moms. Step 2 is researching the brands, top brands inside of those adjacent industries. You want to look up the top ads in their ad libraries, you want to download them and inventory them. Next step here is to audit all those downloaded ads. You want to identify angles, trends, or the frameworks behind those ads to truly understand why those ads are working and why they're performing. Last step here, this is really where the magic happens. And you want to apply all that data you just collected, all those top performing ads, to a less saturated industry, aka the industry that you're marketing in. You want to ask yourself, how can these concepts be replicated for me? How can I make these concepts better for the industry that I'm in? So this is a super effective way to spark innovation in your ads. You're not reinventing the wheel here. All you're doing is taking concepts that already resonate with your audience, changing the delivery vehicle slightly, and moving them to a different industry. So moving on here, building. This is where all those ideas and concepts come to life. So once you have an idea, you don't want to just go off and shoot it or send it off to a creator or something. You want to fit that into a framework, that idea into a framework. This framework example here, this is our UGC demo framework. We have tons of frameworks, over like 40, 50 frameworks currently that right now are performing. And every single framework that we have that is in our arsenal right now is based off of winning ads, ads that have performed in multiple different industries. And most importantly, all the ads that we create have frameworks. We never create an ad that doesn't have a framework. So you're probably wondering why, like what's the point of the framework? And it's really to understand what is inside your ads. And I ask people all the time, what makes up a good ad? A hook, maybe a call to action, maybe something else in between. But understanding what is in that in-between is the most important part. That's how you're able to gain control and form hypotheses on why your ad is or is not performing. And the way I see it is data plus control equals finding winning frameworks. And winning frameworks plus winning elements equals tons of repeating ads. Cool, so how do we put this all together? We use a storyboard template. So it's not what you typically think of when you think of a storyboard template. It's not visual, a bunch of drawings and stuff. It's basically all the data for a video mapped out in the one simple spreadsheet here. Okay, so this is the way we've all done it in Sheets. And the reason that we do that is it helps us visualize the ad before it's shot. We're able to see the elements inside of the ad as well as the frameworks inside of the ad. Then after it's shot, we're able to create inventories and basically make variations very easily because all this is already mapped out. This is how we're doing it now. We built a software called VizCap AI. VizCap AI is basically doing this whole CCRO, Creative CRO process automatically. So the difference here is that there's clips now inside of the elements. I'll show you guys later why this is important, but the main thing to understand now that the elements are not dependent on the videos that they're inside of. Cool. So you guys are probably wondering what this all looks like when it comes together. So here's an example of a UGC demo framework, the framework that I showed you guys earlier, as well as the storyboard in Sheets. and the storyboard in VizCap AI. Take a look.
My mom gave me my first cup of coffee when I was 14 because my teachers kept telling her that I was falling asleep in class, and that seemed to be the only thing that would keep me awake. After that, I became really dependent on caffeine. I would have like 3 to 5 cups a day, and even though I was really awake, wired most of the time, I still felt really tired. A friend told me I should really try Rise Mushroom Coffee. It allows me to still have my morning ritual of having a nice cup of coffee before I start my day. I love the flavor. It's a little earthy with a really creamy, smooth texture, and I feel good when I drink it. I don't get afternoon crashes or crazy jitters like I used to. I just feel present and awake. I can honestly say that my days are much better since I've stopped drinking regular coffee. I have real energy that just makes me feel good. If you're looking for a way to take a little bit better care of yourself every day, you should definitely try Rise.
Cool. So earlier we talked about not running organic content as paid ads, and keeping that in mind, creators create and marketers sell. I agree, creators are great. They're great at making pretty looking videos or, really creative stuff. But at the end of the day, they're not marketers like you and I. And as marketers, we need to take responsibility of our paid ads. We need to take we need to take responsibility of what we're creating. And if we don't, we're just really doing ourselves injustice here. We're getting inconsistent ads that sometimes scale. We're getting ads that almost always die out quickly, and ads that are pretty much always not repeatable because they're not designed modularly from the start. So the stigma of UGC being content just made by influencers, creators, or customers is really hurting us. And many brands are just accepting that this is the outcome. This is just how things are now. And many don't even see that there are better ways. There are ways to go back to, Facebook in 2016 and stuff. There is opportunities out there. And how do you take responsibility? We break it down into 2 simple steps here. First is, if you are using creators, you need to seek control. You need to control the framework, and you need to control the way the ad is designed. And you need to pass off the vision without the ball being dropped. And if you're using actors, which is my favorite way, this is the way we've been doing it for 3+ years, is using actors. You need to put more control in your hands this way. And you want to control the angle, you want to control the framework, and you want to control the style. And plus, you're not fighting with the vision, vision of the video with another creative person. So if you guys want more info on this casting stuff, let me know and we can chat. We have tons of 6 systems here. So next, to script or not to script. This is a big question that always gets brought up. And we've tested it. We've tried it all, and there's no one best way to do it. There really isn't. So what we do is we script like long-form videos, like VSLs, we script the whole thing. But when it comes to UGC videos, we pretty much just script the hook, which is the most direct response heavy part of the entire video. And the other elements are guided by pre-framing questions, keywords, or talking points. And this allows us to give the actors a lot more room to use their natural vocabulary, and it adds authenticity in their speaking. Finally, last but not least, we got iteration, okay? So this is an overview of our full cycle. Phase 1, you guys see that's grayed out there. That is pretty much what we talked about in this talk so far, is phase 1, casting a wide net of a lot of different styles. So we're going to focus on phase 2 here. So phase 2 is analyzing and cross-referencing and taking inventory, and then making variations. We're not focusing on recreations today, just variations. So here's a hypothetical example. We got 6 ads. 3 of the ads are winners, 3 of the ads are not. For simplicity's sake, let's cross-reference and look at ad 1 and 3 here. Ad 1 and 3 share hook number 3. Let's say hook number 3 is a guy with blonde hair in front of a screen or something. We would take that guy, put him somewhere else, put somebody else in front of this screen now, and now we can split test on a very singular level why that ad is performing. Is it the guy, is it the screen, or is it what the guy's saying? And we can understand that because we're doing it on a very small level. Next is taking inventory. We take inventory of all the elements, regardless they're in a performing ad or not. We want a very macro level view on why these things are working. And one last topic here, why Creative CRO? It really comes down to like many people just see one ad as one ad. So if the ad doesn't perform, they throw it up on Google Drive and it might just sit up there forever and take up a bunch of space, never be used again. But you're really throwing away a lot of money when you do that. And when you design content modularly from the start, you're able to reuse all those elements inside of the ads that didn't perform, regardless if they performed or not. So moving on to analyzing and cross-referencing here. So analyzing creative, we do something called gold mining, which is basically we're using third-party data, purchase data, to analyze if the ad is a top performer or not. Is it at target KPIs? It would be tagged as green. If it's not, it's at yellow. And if it's below, it's at red. And we tag all of our videos and elements inside those videos with that. And we really struggled to do this in our Google Sheets templates, which is why we moved it to VizCap AI. So there's a lot of different views for analyzing creative, all the stages, and it makes it very, very smooth doing it this way. So here's an example of an iteration here, okay? So all we did was swap and drag winning elements from 2 top-performing ads. You can kind of see them here, how they're both tagged green. I'll show you guys this real quick.
This is the future of coffee. Coffee made with 6 mushrooms. This promotes gut health, focus, energy, and stamina. I'm able to still drink caffeine while taking care of my body. No caffeine shakes or crashes. And just for $1 a cup. 1 scoop of powder, add water, and stir. Coffee in minutes. Try it out today.
Cool. So having the freedom to see what is inside of your ads opens up endless opportunities in making more complex variations. Obviously, this one is super simple. It was just a hook. But you can form really very educated hypotheses when you're able to analyze data in this way. The way I see it, it's kind of like accountants cooking books. Like, it all starts off with like the same data, but based off of your creativity, strategy, or how you actually look at the numbers, you can manipulate them in different ways. So using these systems and tools to establish more educated hypotheses is very helpful when you have this macro level view. I'm going to pass it back to Cody.
So some of you guys might be thinking, really, why in the world do we need modular creatives, okay? The reason that we need modular creatives, you guys, and this is very important, all right? The first is that we need to understand what is making your best ads work or not work. Because if you can't tell the difference between the two, what's leading to success and what's taken away from success, you'll never be able to recreate success, okay? Now, the way that we can recreate success is by having the ability to reuse those elements, not just from the winners, but also from the losers, okay? And this is what's gonna lead to an increased ROI in your guys' creatives. What follows from there is iterations at lightning speed. Remember that, lightning speed, you guys, especially on those winning creatives. And when you have these things put in place, you have the Creative CRO, and you have modularly built creatives, you will now no longer be held hostage by the flawed platform data, okay? So how do you implement this on your own? It's very easy. We've broken it down here into 3 steps, technically 4 with the repetition. Let's break it down again. Let's review. Step 1 is going to be ideation, okay? And when you're in your ideation process, you need to think of the direct response principles to be put inside of your guys' ads. Additionally, in combination with that, make sure you're using cross-industry iteration. That then brings you to the building portion. When you're in the building portion, you must, absolutely must use frameworks, you guys. It is the key to everything. And remember, do not believe what everybody tells you of just make TikToks, not ads. No, you guys need to make direct response, design UGC ads so that people actually buy your shit. You then get to the iteration portion, and in the iteration portion, use the red, yellow, green, the gold mining to tag not just the videos, but also the elements inside of your guys' videos. And then repeat the process, churn and burn, baby. Spend 80% of your budget and effort on winning creatives and the other 20% testing new things, okay? Now, everyone should have an in-house team, okay? You're gonna be saving lots of money, and everybody here, I'm sure, obviously loves to save money. Dollar bill, y'all. So, if you have the means to do it, you absolutely should. If you don't have the means, or you have the means and you just want a little bit of extra help, in either one of these scenarios, you guys, we would absolutely love to help you through that entire process, okay? You will get absolutely all of our processes, our SOPs, our trainings, so you can plug them directly into your business to grow your business, just as we have done for nearly 200 brands. Now, the thing about this is that it works for agencies, it works for affiliates, it works for brands, okay? It works for everybody. If you truly want to get to the next level, okay? So if this is for you, go ahead and take a picture right now, you guys, before the limited spots fill up. Admittedly, though, there will still be work that needs to go along with this, okay? So if you'd like to have all of that content done, made all completely for you with 0 effort, then this next one is for you. You guys pay attention. You will get a 5x ROI guaranteed on your content investment, or it's free until you do, okay? So snag a picture of that is what you're into. And lastly, for anybody who wants to be on VizCap AI, it's currently internally in beta and will be made available first exclusively to the KINZA audience. So if you guys are interested in getting on VizCap AI, go ahead, take a picture now. And that's all we got. Thank you so much, KINZA.